All right, you guys, wrapping up this video with the last ride on the 2015 Street Fighter 848. That being said, I've got my new bike already and I'm looking at it right now. And the new bike is a Street Fighter 848. What? It's a 2013 Street Fighter 848. Let's hop on it and I'll go tell you what's going on. Alright guys, so here she is, my new 2013 Street Fighter 848, new to me. Now, you can see she's got 10,000, almost 500 miles. My other bike shows, what, the 8,500 miles, but that is actually, you know, incorrect. As you remember from changing over the dash, it's not reading the correct mileage. It's actually 21,000 miles about there. So this bike has half the mileage as my 2015 Street Fighter 848 does. And not only that, you can see it's got these Öhlins steering stabilizers up here with the Dupabike clamp. And not only that, there's an Öhlins rear shock below me here under the seat. So if you haven't figured it out already, I'm keeping all the parts of my other bike, putting it on this bike. And I've got half the mileage with a newer engine. I grabbed the whole steering stabilizer upgrade, and I've got the Öhlins rear shock back here. It's a little filthy right now. It does have some rear sets on it, which they feel a bit different. I've got to get either used to that or get rid of those, or just adjust them for me. I don't know what brand they are. I don't know if they're a Chinese knockoff or if they're actually a good brand. I got to look into those. I would prefer if they were black though. But here's the bike. We've got the SC Project exhaust, single sided can on that instead of the shotgun style two, and just the single SC Project on that side. So that's kind of cool. That actually gives options. I could do different things. I've seen some nice projects where they have a nice Remus can, or there's a nice, you know, SC muffler, or, you know, there's things. So I'm debating on keeping the Termes for this, or going back, or keeping, let me say that again. I'm debating on keeping the SC Project for this, or doing the going back to my Termes. So besides that, it's got some levers up here that I'm going to get rid of, keep my Rizoma levers, and you know, it had a big old rack on the back where it was what you call it, the guy used it for touring, and he put bags on the back, so that was the first thing to go. I just didn't need that on there, especially since it didn't come with the bags. But need to get an initial shot for this thing, because I don't have my own picture of it yet. So I'll grab a shot real quick, have a little introduction to the channel, to the life. So yeah, we are sticking with the 848. I told you guys I love this bike. I really, really do. This thing is awesome. And it's perfect for me, for what I do, what riding I do. Look at that. Nice. Let's get a little lower. And a couple vertical ones for the gram. The worst. So the build is on, really. I've got a lot to take off. Of course, that's in the background. I've got a lot to take off of the other bike and put on here. Some of it's going to be a simple, easy swap over, like all the carbon fiber. Some of it's going to be a real pain in the ass, like the bars and the whole bar setup. Switching over is going to be, oh man, not looking forward to that. I might have to just take that in, we'll see, but I want to do it as cheap as possible. I don't want to spend a whole lot doing it, or at least try not to, you know. So there we go. Besides the bars, I've got the whole lithium-ion battery with the regulator rectifier in the other bike that I need to switch over as well. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's change the metering on this. There we go. So that's basically everything in the tail and undertail have to be swapped over, but that carbon fiber is all coming over, so that's all going to get changed anyways. Yeah, this thing's filthy. I haven't washed it yet or cleaned it. It does have these Rizoma exhaust guards on here, which is kind of neat. Look at all the freaking webs. Jeez. Yeah, clean this thing up. So it's going to get a nice detail, get some love, and be looking pretty once we get all of Bella's parts moved over to her. We'll have her Bella 2.0. So let me give you a little not really a cold start because I just rode here. But we're in gear, so let's put that in neutral. It's got this little gear indicator. That'll probably be gone because it doesn't work. It goes into first, but it doesn't do anything else. Alright, start up. See this moving? This was actually where the piece for the bags mounting hardware were, so I just need to tighten that down. It's a longer bolt for that hardware, but let's get a little rev. I'm going to do a sound comparison between the two. If I stick with this one, it'll mainly be because it gives me flexibility and options for the build. Everybody with these bikes has the Termes. Not everybody, but I would say 70% of people that have an exhaust on their bike, it's a Terme. The rest of them probably are, you know, the other ones. Not that many Acras. There was some Acura shotgun bikes or exhausts that they made for this bike, but I feel like a lot of them were more of the Termes. There's what? Competition Works, which I don't like the look of. Probably sounds amazing, but it's not as common either. Then you've got all the single-sided, or it's not single-sided, I want to say single-sided swing arm for some reason. Oh, it's got the quick shifter on it also. I'm just not used to using it yet on this thing. So it's got the traction control, it's got the quick shifter. These 1098 bars, because I believe these are 1098 bars, not stock bars, are definitely way different than the Rizoma bars I have on there. They're a little bit wider. These are very short, almost feel like a clip-on. So we got a guy here, yo. I don't know, it sounds pretty good. It's got a definitely different sound than the Termes. Woo, it does pop too. This has got a tune on it also. Oh, you know what? I'm not going in there because I'm not going to get the light. So I'm going to do a little flippy U right here. The guy dropped it off to me with the full tank. That was really, really nice of him. He like literally filled it up for me. So actually the guy that I bought it from, super cool guy, it wasn't his bike, it was a friend of his that moved to like Texas. So he brokered the deal basically. And the guy who lives in Texas got a Street Fighter V2, but it's actually here with the guy I bought it from, who's local to me. That's another thing. This thing popped up locally, and the price that it came up for was what I paid for my bike, and I got a deal on my bike, so it just made sense, you know, do a little swap-a-roo. Just gave them both a wash. Much, much nicer now. 2015 model here. My current one. 2013 model here. This is going to be the new baby. I'm not sure if there are any differences. I don't really think there are between those 2 years, but they're both red frame, red bikes. There might be minor differences in like a part here or there. But yeah, all the parts on here, moving over to here. This one's going back to stock. Might keep the Termes on this one, we're not sure yet. We gotta figure out if we're ready to move the Termes onto that one or not. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen the effort, this piss poor. I got too much, I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money statement, I'm 10 to. Too much that I've been through, so I